Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us this afternoon for this great chat we're going to have from some excellent panelists from the Future Minerals Pioneers program. We'll be speaking today about a new generation shaping the future of minerals. And firstly, I want to thank His Excellency, the Vice Minister, Khalid Al-Mudaifer, for putting on such an amazing event, really opening up the kingdom to the world to show what the possibilities are. So thank you. I would now like to go along the line and each of the winners of the event to just introduce their name and the company they're from.
So I'm Vivek Shankar Varadarajan. I am co-founder and CTO of Uncharted AI. We are a very early stage startup. We are building mineral exploration technologies for the mining industry.
I'm Dr. Rayyan Al-Qahtani. I'm a founder of the GeoFault team.
Thanks. Mil?
My name is Emile Spirer. I am engineer from the École Polytechnique Fédérale and advisor for the Groundbreak team.
I'm Rahaf Mubarak Al-Qahtani. I'm a lawyer. I came here with my sister, so I think you know about that. We focus in the safety and so.
Pleasure to meet you all. Wissam Al-Zamil, Director of Innovation at the National Industrial Development and Logistics Program.
Thank you. I've learned a little bit about what you've worked on so far, and it's amazing, and it's amazing to see what the future could be for our industry. Your Excellency, first of all, what was the origin of the competition, and how does the innovation align with the Future Mineral Forum's work?
Thank you, Scott, for bringing us all together here. And thank you for those entrepreneurs that really have competed very hard, and they have proved that they will deliver a great solution. Some of them, or all of them, is a disruptive new solutions to the way we do work, and we need that very much. But before I get this, also at that last end is Wissam, which has been working for more than 8 months on this, under the leadership of Jamil Al-Ghamdi and the Nidlib team, with a strong team, and they have delivered what we thought at that time would be a very difficult competition to work all around the world and bring everybody attention for how much this industry needs and where we're there. We started, I was telling them we need the whole world. They said, let's start with only Saudi Arabia and go next time. Said, no, you are strong enough. And now I think they want to go even beyond what they have started. So thank you very much. And thank you for being here. And thank you for beating hard. And thank you, Nidlib, for it. And I don't forget the sponsor. There was a great believer that have paid for this, Ma'aden and Isnad and Asas. And they have paid for some of the lots of cost of that, but they more than that. Hopefully, they wanted the solution this brings. Our industry, the world needs more mineral and more than ever needed, and our industry has always been as a backstage industry. And for it to deliver what the world needs and to attract the talent, young generation look forward to, we need to disrupt the way we do work, and this is a way of a disruption. And those entrepreneurs who is going to bring the solution and deliver the new mining tools and the new mining legacy that will be far different from the place I worked in. And that's what I hope for. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think you touched on it quite well. It's about innovating, but then also collaborating with the other companies and the big mining companies also. So it's great. So I'm just going to ask a question first to Wazim. How does the Future Minerals Pioneers program align with the Vision 2030? And what has been the responses from industry and participants alike?
Thank you for the question. So for the National Industrial Development and Logistics Program, our main target is to diversify the economy. And to achieve that, we need to accelerate progress in the key sectors. And the only way to do that with the help of these brightest talents, with the use of advanced technologies, maximizing the use of our assets in the kingdom, as well as to promote global collaboration. And this is why, under the leadership of His Excellency and the support from the Ministry, we have launched a series of programs that attract startups and entrepreneurs from ideation up until commercialization. And one example of that is the Future Minerals Pioneers. You said about the response. The response was very heartwarming. We received, since the inauguration on September, more than 1,800 applicants. And our acceptance rate was very hard for the first round, so it was around 18%. So we got 371 teams applying from 57 countries. We wanted to focus for the first round, and then we only accepted 70 teams representing 32 countries. Inshallah, as His Excellency mentioned, next year we can go bigger with the support of the partners and the ecosystem, private and public sectors.
That's great, and it's for the first year. Those numbers are massive. Imagine, I think the world is now watching, and they see the possibilities. So, I personally think that number could easily double next year for the applications, which would be great for the industry. Now, I'm just going to ask each of the winners to maybe go into detail about their pitch, essentially. And what their business is about. So first, Vivek, can you share some insights about your company?
I would love to say, at Uncharted AI, we build robotic systems that can take existing data and go into the field, refine the hypothesis of what we already know and where the uncertainties are that can be refined, and integrated back into the existing knowledge base, and then do this multiple times. During the competition, we basically showed an example. We took, Saudi Arabia has a very good database from SGS, and we took that database, we took a small province, and we applied our algorithms. We showed these are the probable possibilities of where we could look more, and where we can apply our surveys, and we also propose to use robots there. And that's overall what this brings in for the mining industry is that we can find resources faster and at lower costs, and meet the demands of what the community needs. It's about 6x of what we can produce nowadays, and Saudi Arabia is stepping up and opening it up for the world. It's a great opportunity for us. We thank NIDLib and His Excellencies and all the dignitaries to give us this opportunity and participate and make us a part of this, right? It's a great honor to be part of this. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a quick question. Like, this is a continuous theme. I've sat on a few panels throughout the week, and data has just been such a key, and the feedback loop of data. So are you able to maybe touch on your feedback loop when you pick up the data, then you process the data? How is your process different than what's done now?
So now there are certain processes that are either manual or semi-manual, right? There are people who are they are using robots. Mining companies are quite advanced, some of them. They are using robots to do surveys, but there's still a part of manual processes. The data is fragmented. There are different techniques that are used in different suites of softwares. They're not all unified. If we could unify all of this and probably integrate it all together into existing and plug them properly into existing workflows, it can greatly enhance how we look for minerals and how we discover and produce minerals, right? So that's our goal, and we would like to play a small part of a bigger value chain that has trillions of dollars in it.
Yeah, and big picture, what's the goal for the company? Like, how quick do you want to cut down, from first retrieval to making a decision, or the cost saving? What's your end goal?
So during the proposal of a solution that we came up with, we were able to, with very approximate calculations, we were able to reduce the cost almost 3 to 4x and times by at least 2x, right? That was our initial calculations, and it looked really feasible going forward. And we would like to bring this to fruition as quickly as we can. And that's why we're looking at engagements here in Saudi Arabia, if we could work with people on pilot opportunities to see if we can enhance what we know, right? I've been in the industry building robots and artificial intelligence, machine learning systems for over a decade, and I think I have some experience that I can bring into the field and enhance these processes.
Yeah, I'm a true believer of going forward, the industry, how you actually change, especially the exploration side, is you change your unit economics. When you change the economics, that's when the step change really happens. Yeah, thanks for sharing. I'll next move over to Ryan. Are you able to maybe give some overview of your company and what you achieved?
So as a noun, there is around 12 million of tons of phosphogypsum in Saudi Arabia, and it's surrounding 3 million of tons worldwide per year. So these phosphogypsum causing environmental and operational costs. This, in result of that, there is high storage and operational costs. So our solution to upgrade this phosphogypsum to ultra-pure calcium sulfate. This ultra-pure calcium sulfate have got potential economic for the mining sector, so to sell it worldwide. It's used a lot in the different fields, using in the pharmacological, semiconductor, batteries, agriculture, and radioactive shielding. So these that's our solution. So we will using the waste to give economic potential. In this phase, after the competition, we are open for investment, researching, expanding our funding. Lastly, so it's a global solution starting from Saudi Arabia. It's about
Fantastic. And thinking about where you are now and what the potential is, kind of what stage are you at now with your pilot? Are you at a pilot stage or testing or?
We finished, and we take the final product in the lab setting. Now we are going to a pilot. That's why we are open for investment for more research and more going to the market.
Right. And I think, thinking broad and a big picture, is there a lot of environmental savings here for communities and stuff like that too?
Can you repeat?
Communities, local communities.
Yeah, there is a lot of communities. That's why we are focusing on the mining sector, because it's growing fast in Saudi Arabia and worldwide. So we want to be a part of these growing.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't studied that side of the industry too much, so it's very interesting. It's something I'll be doing some research on the way home, back to Australia.
Doing recycling will be a great value. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, next we'll head over to Emil. Can you maybe share some insights with yours? It's something I think that it's an exploration. So it's something I'm very passionate about. So are you able to share?
Yes. Groundbreak is a team of scientists, young, lovely, a little bit crazy scientists. I'm young also, but with 50 years of experience. This team is now developing the experiments of the future in the most advanced lab in the world, the CERN in Geneva. Our technology divides by 7 the cost of the exploration by dividing by 10 the number of drillings and chemical analyses necessary. And then we provide a 3D image of the subsoil down to 600 meters. For this, we use the muon tomography, which is known. And the muon tomography uses the natural shower of particles coming from the sky. And those particles, they can go down to hundreds of meters, maybe kilometers of rocks.
Yes.
And our team has built the smallest directional detector in the world, which is this size. And at the limit of the knowledge in subparticle physics. It's small enough to go inside the drilling, down, and we need only 4 drillings to explore a site of the size of a football field. And if we had 2 drillings, we double the surface. We have the lab successfully developed a prototype and tested prototype, and now we want to prove it in the field.
It's, you know, thinking about what Vivek was saying, and then we're talking about changing the unit economics of exploration, then the tools that you're innovating with, it's, you know, we could be at a place where you could drill thousands of holes and it'd just be at such a lower cost and your hit rate be so much more than it is now. Can you just share with me, just thinking here, that how long does the sensor have to be actually in the ground? Have you done some tests on that to determine the shape of the ore body or what could be down there?
So the question of the timing is important because the muon, there are not so much. In a 2-centimeter surface, you have 1 per minute. So we have to wait from weeks to months to collect enough data to send it through Starlink or something else to our computer and to build the 3D image with the AI. And also the data we can give to other institutes of research that are interested in the soil composition.
Fantastic. So thinking like a broad picture here for a geological survey, they could have kilometres of drill holes, just every kilometre step out doing a drill hole, you put your probe down or your instrument down, leave it there for a month, and it should shape or show if there's a possibility of something there?
Yes, because the image gives you the shape of the deposit, its size, the position, with a 1-meter resolution. So the company after who comes, they know exactly where to drill, and with the first analysis, they have the result. And if needed, they can abandon the site because there is nothing.
And maybe my last question here is, and you might not know, but what's between, say, 2 sensors or 2 drill holes, what has to be the spacing to have a continuous read?
It depends on the depth, but typically it's 150 meters because we have an opening of 60 degrees approximately.
Okay, yeah, my mind's blown that's even possible. Imagine that. Yeah. We drill a hole and it gives you a 3D image. You know, I'm a true believer that one of the next frontiers is undercover, and going undercover or going a lot deeper, this is going to be a real key tool for our industry. So look, congratulations for getting it to this stage, and I think it just shows that the type of people and the type of dedication from these even research organisations are putting to actually change our industry. Yeah, it's very humbling. So thanks. Next, I'll move over to Rahif. Are you able to share some about what you've built and put together?
At first, we know the minerals is very dangerous for the human, so we focus to combine AI and learning intelligence in the mining industry. At first, we started for a system. Started with a drone with a camera slider. Then we have a spider, robots, and we have also 3D AR glasses. And you saw it before.
Yes.
It's very good technology, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's talk about first the future of minerals now is so big, and we wanted to develop something in the technology with an AI engineering, which is my sister Shada. We started, let's say, algorithm, which is cloud point. After the drones come in the underground, we collect a data using a camera slider. We collect X and Y, and to make it a 3D model of the cave, or let's say the mine, we have to add a Z. So how we gonna come with Z?
Secret sauce.
It's algorithm, let's say mathematics.
Yeah.
So within AI and all of this, we bring the 3D model of the mine, and we have it. We're gonna do a data process with an AI algorithm, as I said. And after that, we gonna have analysis for all the risk and all the dangers, starting with gases like H2C or CO, and also the other risk, like it's very a lot. I don't know when to start. Let's say we can know about a lot of risks before using an AI, let's just like that. So we care about the safety of the worker. So it's gonna, we work the accuracy, it's became 97%, so this is a good. And also, there are other parts, the worker is gonna use an AR glasses, which is show the pointed cloud, or let's say the database for the mine. So it's gonna be so comfortable to him to use. It's a very safety. He's gonna know what's the risk it's going to happen, or what he have to do, or what he have to be careful about, like that. And also, it's not just about the safety of the workers. It's more like we help the engineering to make a plans. So if you saw the big picture, it's have a lot of benefits, not just all for just safety.
Yeah, I think digital twins and all those types of things, they're great teaching and learning, but then also hazard prevention. And I guess my question is, if there's a failure or something goes wrong in the mine, can you then send in the drone, do the mapping, take it out, and then the operator can actually step through and understand what's happening in there from that perspective also?
As a start, let me tell you something. Underground, they're not GPS. So when we talk about the shaft mines or that's deep underground, it's hard to get a data. So the idea of the drones is bring all the data we need to make a cloud point to make it to 3D model. So
yeah, okay, fantastic. And is it a continuous, like every time there's a update to a shaft or something like that, would you then go send the drone down again and remap it?
Exactly. When we talk about the drone, it's not take a lot of time. And why we use a drone? Because let's say, it's going to the places that the human can go. Even the smallest or the dangerous places. So that's the idea from it. And we can let it go like every day if you want, or like whatever you want, because it's just like 5 minutes. And it depends on the shaft, or let's say the mine.
Fantastic, yeah. I think that is, from a people and safety perspective, that's something we definitely need. It's, once again, very innovative. And that's the whole point of these programs, right? And it's amazing that the ministry and the kingdom are putting these events on and these programs on, because no one else is really doing this. So I think there's a real opportunity here for the kingdom to really be the epicenter of innovation for the industry. And I think, Your Excellency, my next question for you, what's next for the future minerals pioneers? Can the FMF partners help? How do they put this innovation actually into practice? Because it's one thing, bench scale and everything like that, but it's another thing putting it actually into the field. So, what's next, and how can these contestants and next contestants, how can the partners help them and work with them?
Yeah, thank you, Scott, for the question. And my mind is blown. Now we have a faster traditional data acquisition on the geophysicist. We have a processing of a recycle. We have the plant, but we have a recycling plant. I had learned cosmic radiation, which is a new thing for me, but never thought of. And a lawyer that talks more of artificial intelligence and mining than I know. So I never thought that this program or this championship will bring all this. His Excellency Bandar Al-Khaif has always directed us that use cases is where entrepreneur is test and also value creation is. And therefore, the next step for your question is two. One, he has instructed us to help them, to help those ideas to be tested on the field, on the ground, in companies that are having a real operation and in real need for those technology, because this is the real test. If somebody want to use them, want to put money into them, then they are very successful. And I think all of those and the other ideas that are there deserve major investments. Saudi Arabia is the second largest in the emerging economies in terms of venture capital investments. Saudi Arabia is the Middle East capital, or the largest Middle East venture capital deployment and investments in this part of the world. So we are the capital of venture capital in the region. And the mining sector requires major investments, major contribution from young talent, from entrepreneur, to bring the new mining, the new fast discovery of minerals. We cannot wait 10 years for the discovery and 5 years for developments, and also kills people. And we have one of the, because of the mobile equipment, we are one of the highest fatality industry in there. So we have to be safe, we have to recycle, and we have to discover faster. Therefore, I have been instructed this morning, one, we were with His Excellency in the CEO breakfast. We brought 28, I think, or 30 top CEOs in an early 7 a.m. breakfast to say what is next. And they have talked very highly about the technology, about enabling talents, about this industry that need to incubate talents and entrepreneurs and technology. And there is an excitement, not from only Saudi Arabian company to provide use cases, but also to use funding. The second thing is that, so we will work around. The second thing, His Excellency, maybe will, if I may announce, Your Excellency Bandar, that to have this on an annual basis, to have it larger, to contribute, so our partners, country partners, and business partners, and most of the mining businesses are here. You have seen them on either on the stage or on the booths, or will be helping us to have it a bigger, better, and a provision for successes. So we'll have bigger, larger awards, but more than awards, we'll have venture capital with us to invest, and a proven high, large company majors providing use cases to prove the concept and scale up and build the pilot, but beyond the pilot, scale it up into an investment. So thank you very much for all of this. And again, Jamil, Al-Ghamdi, Wissam, Zamil, and all the team, thank you very much for bringing us to this level of quality and this level of degree. Shukran.
Look, it's, as I said from the start, this is amazing that the Kingdom has put this on, and I can only see, 1,800 this year, next year, 3,000. Good luck to the people that have to process all the paperwork. But I think just to wrap everything up, so talking about there will be another one. Is this what you're saying next year? Yes? Yes? Cool. Fantastic.
Wissam will start tomorrow.
Yeah, fantastic. No rest.
Partnerships are open right now.
Yes. And then lastly, just to wrap up, there are two groups that couldn't be here. So Neo Mining Technologies and OMQ. Sad they can't be here on the stage with us. But yes, now to wrap it all up, if you can give a round of applause to Your Excellency and the winners of the program. I think our industry has a very bright future. Thank you for all attending.
Thank you.
Thank you.